Welcome to Boosting You, the ultimate wellness platform, and I'm Shirley McLean.
And I'm Dr. Sue Peacock. Welcome. Today we're going to be boosting our routines. Following on from last time, because last time we talked about goal setting and making those small changes and kind of moving on smoothly, because that's really important in self-care to create healthy routines. I'm smiling and saying healthy routines because we all have a lot of unhealthy and unhelpful routines, don't we? Um, I think even thinking about people that I see in my clinic, so people with long-term health conditions, constantly in pain, or people with anxiety or depression, or fatigue, or even everyday busy mums, dads, parents, people, whoever. We all benefit from developing those routines in our lives, don't we? Even for people who are kind of stuck at home all the time, because I think particularly people are stuck at home all the time. There's that element of anxiety or boredom, and routines kind of get us back, feeling back more in control, I think, don't they? Um, and I think having routines are helpful when we face challenges ahead of us. So even small things such as waking up at the same time, making time to exercise, doing a little bit of self-care routine, having that sort of bedtime routine, reading before bed, for example, making time for you, having that few minutes just to sit and peacefully drink a cup of tea with no pressures and nobody wants anything, nobody needs anything kind of situation. They're just kind of a few examples, and our minds really are quite automatic, and we love patterns because it eases our mind and creates that certainty when we're facing challenges, or we live in an uncertain world, doesn't it? And it just makes it easier to sail through things. What do you think, Shirley?
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely, 100% agree. Because we create these, when we create these healthy habits and routines, it keeps us grounded. It keeps us with that sense of control, that sense of peace. And when we spoke last time, even about those tiny little, that little habit loop that happens, and how to motivate ourselves, how it fluctuates, and why the systems matter more than the bigger goal, really, because we have our goal, and then by introducing those tiny little habits, and by stacking those little habits instead of the big goal, which small habits can we commit to now? And when we just slide them in, because the brain is like a comfy pair of slippers and wants to wake up and do exactly the same it did the day before, when we introduce a new habit that's at the side of an existing habit. So things like, when I do have a cup of coffee in the morning, then do something afterwards, or when I go to the toilet, do something afterwards, when I brush my teeth, do something afterwards, whatever it is, like even like drink a glass of water after I brush my teeth, whatever it is, a tiny, tiny little habit, when we introduce that at the right time, we start moving closer naturally to our goal. Even if it's just moving 1% closer to that goal, it's 1% closer, and it doesn't seem overwhelming. So we can easily transition through that change as well. Along with those tips that you said last time, with being specific about the goals, you know, and I think it's a great thing for people to do is imagine themselves 1 year from today,
Mm.
and thinking about what three words would describe the person that they want to be. And might be nice for people to even leave in the comments 3 words that describe the person that you want to be with your healthy habits, um, in 1 year's time. Because one habit, it's a shift test as well, that just kind of like it just shifts it, and you become that person that you want to be. And it's about actioning it now and committing to one action. That's all. And so kind of like, which one this week are you going to do? And write it down, know what you want as well. um Absolutely. It's great to add these little rituals, these habits in. And we already mentioned before, a good plug for BJ Fogg about these little habits and everything, because it is a great little watch on YouTube, his TED Talk as well. Because I think if we can remember just to add them into the little things that we already do. So it would be great this week for you to action some things as well, because have a little list of the healthy habits that you have and the unhealthy ones that you want to change. Bring to your conscious awareness what it is that you want to do, the patterns of behaviors that you have, and then just by swapping one, that's all it takes. One, first of all, before you move on to the other, something that's going to be really more advantageous for you than what you already do. I can think of one straight away, actually, that springs to my mind, only because my husband, used to do this, not anymore, but he used to do this. Watch your news intake. When chaos is going around in the world and there is stress in the air, the news is the main source that people base their opinions off and they process that information from. However, the news, it's very quickly to deliver oodles of negative news and alarming stories, which can make the brain feel absolutely overwhelmed, anxious, and stressed. So it's okay to stay up with current events, and it's also really important not to just let it consume you. Because one of the things about being out of control, after we've taken all of those little precautionary measures, it's important to step away and just relax your mind at night before we're going into that sleep mode as well. So think about, if you're going to watch the news, watch it once a day. That's more than enough, not before you're going to go to bed either. And really, do you really want to watch it to start your day with as well? Watching the news before bed is such an unhealthy pattern of behavior because there's never any good news anyway. So we're going to bed in that such a wrong state of mind. So I never watch it. What do you think, Sue?
No, I agree with you. I quite often would say to my patients, don't watch the news before you go to bed because it kind of puts us in that anxiety state, which is completely opposite to where we need to be to relax and feel restful to be able to go to sleep. So
Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. But yeah, looking forward to reading those three words that are describing the people watching this.
Yeah, definitely. And not only that, those unhealthy habits that you're going to change into those little healthy habits, all of those little self-care boosts, of ways that get us to our healthiest version of us. And all of those little routines. So having a news detox this week, we'll use that as a good little boost this week. Every now and then it's not a bad thing to do, is it? So there's
Absolutely.
lots of other routines that people can use as well, isn't there? Lots
Yeah,
of other tiny ones.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
just finding ones that work for you, isn't it? I think that's the key to it, is finding the ones that work for you.
Yeah. Yeah. And then sliding them in there as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
taking action,
Okay.
small achievable actions.
Yeah, because we know, the mind it fires and wires and creates these patterns all the time. So to keep us certain, we'll wake up and we'll do exactly, it's like deja vu every single day. So it's really about being consciously aware of what you do. Because ultimately, your unconscious mind, that's a recording of everything that's ever done, that you've ever done, that unconscious mind has those patterns stored there. And it's automatically just doing those patterns day in, day out. So when we become consciously aware of our behaviors and our feelings, our emotions, and what we do want, then we can start changing them bit by bit, boost by boost, to achieve our goals and giving ourselves those nice healthy routines. Yeah.
Fabulous. Great advice.
So I think that's enough boosting and that little routine boost. And then we'll look forward to seeing you next time.
Bye for now.
Bye for now. Bye.